In this video, we're going to learn how to add and subtract fractions that have the same common denominator. Just a very quick review, we know that in any fraction, the top numeral is called the numerator, while the bottom numeral is called the denominator. Now let's head straight into an example. Let's say we have the fraction 3 over 5 plus 1 over 5. Because we have the same common denominator, meaning the 5 and the 5, you can just simply write 5 right here because we're adding the same fraction with the same denominator. And therefore, if we have the same denominator, what we have to do to add this fraction is just basically add the numerator. So 3 plus 1 should give us 4 over 5. In this example, it's pretty much the exact same thing. We have the same common denominators, meaning 13, and therefore, having the same common denominator, we can add this fraction by simply just adding the numerators, which are the top numbers. So therefore, 8 over 13 plus 2 over 13, adding them together is just simply 8 plus 2 over 13, which gives us 10 over 13. Now in this example, instead of adding the fractions, we are going to subtract the fractions. And if we recall, adding fractions with the same denominator is very easy. If we have the same bottom numbers, to add the fractions, all we do is add the top numbers together. Therefore, if we're subtracting fractions, it is the exact same concept. Therefore, 50 over 75 minus 10 over 75 is pretty much 50 minus 10 over 75, which gives us 40 over 75. Because the common denominators, or rather the denominators of each fraction, is exactly the same throughout, and we just carry the top operations, meaning we just subtract the numerators. In this example, the concept remains the same. 5 over 7 minus 2 over 7 is easy as writing 5 minus 2 over 7, giving us 3 over 7. Why? Because 7 and 7 are exactly the same. Because both fractions share the same denominator, all we have to do to subtract these fractions is subtract the top numbers, meaning 5 minus 2, giving us 3 over 7. To wrap up this video, here is just a quick summary of all the basic concepts we learned. So far, what we have learned is that if two fractions carry the same denominator, meaning the same bottom number, in this example a 10 and a 10, to add this fraction, all we have to do is simply add the top numbers together and leave the bottom number the same. Therefore, in this example, 2 over 10 plus 5 over 10 is simply 2 plus 5 over 10, which equals 7 over 10. Simply, this is the exact same concept for subtracting fractions. In this example, we have 6 over 7 minus 3 over 7. Since the 7 is exactly the same, or the denominator is exactly the same for both of these fractions, to subtract them, all we gotta do is subtract the top numbers, meaning the 6 and the 3, giving us 6 minus 3 over 7, which equals 3 over 7.